Who are you if I take away all the labels?
So who am I? I think that's an interesting question. I think we all have different identities. So I think I'm a working mother, certainly. I'm a global citizen. I kind of land wherever I land and figure out life. But yeah, I would say for me, work and family are two very important pieces of my life, for sure. Two pieces of my life which I try to balance as much as I can, not always terribly successfully.
I would say, the first thing that comes to my mind and always comes to my mind is a mom. I think I've definitely become a better person because of my boy. So the role that I'm most proud of, and if you ask me to really define who I am, I think that's the role that comes to me first. But as you rightly said at the introduction, I wear different hats. So I'm also a very proud wife. I'm a very proud daughter, a sister, a neighbor, a friend, someone who contributes to the society. Then, of course, I have all of my corporate roles. So, in all of that, I think it has been a discovery of who I am. So, it's not necessarily the roles that define me. I think it comes down to who the person I am, what the values are. And that's also, as I said, it's really an honor to be here with you to speak about the East and West. So from where I grew up, and I have lived in multiple countries, to appreciate my roots as well. So in terms of who I am, I have to say I'm still discovering, apart from the roles, the person that I am, because there is so much of learning that happens. And at the same time, there is so much of unlearning that happens.
That's a nice way of putting it, the unlearning which happens.
Most of people never ever ask themselves, who am I really? Who am I really besides my roles? Because being a mother of 3 beautiful bicultural kids is a role as well. Even it's one of the most beautiful roles, one of the most beautiful hats I'm having on my head. Being a founder of a nice intercultural company is also my role, right? Being a wife, being a woman even, as some kind of a gender attitude. So who am I is such a tough question still. May I answer with a nice metaphor? There was a beautiful wise man, and people talk about him that he think about himself that he is a god. Right, so there was a journalist very curious, like you are, and want to come to visit him and ask him a question. Are you a god? And he confirmed. He said, yes, I am. After the silence, he added, and you are too. The difference between us is I'm aware about it and you are not. So I don't know if it answers your questions, but on the central level, I feel connected with everything and everywhere and all at once. At this last movie released for a couple of months stayed. So we are more than we can imagine if we only try to remember, reconnect, or maybe remember. So good.